Alrighty. Hello, mis cielitos, and welcome back. Coco is here with Binks, and we are continuing Steins Gate.
Hello.
Hello, twin. Hello, Buttons. Hope you two are doing well.
You know, to continue on what I was telling you and Pharaoh about on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So the one who got my mom into clown school was a friend that she made who lived near us. That he was a professional clown, and he used to do, you know, my birthday parties when I was growing up. His name was Buttons the Clown.
Really? Wow.
So ever since I heard of your friend Buttons, my brain always thinks of him.
Okay. Let me just double check the date. I didn't look at the date before. Okay, yeah. All right. Makise, she can do English.
Oh, got a screen share, hun.
Oh, right. Way to go, assistant! Your study abroad in America was all for the sake of today, wasn't it?
Of course not. Stop assigning people roles in your fantasy world.
Daru relinquishes his chair, allowing Kurisu to sit in front of the computer.
In order to maintain this project's secrecy, and to allow its name to remain relevant in changing circumstances, we designated the Z program. Z, like the Greek omega or the Cyrillic Ya. It is forbidden to assign any meaning to this name or to seek in it significance beyond the project itself. Negative returns are predicted should this edict be violated.
Z プログラムは国家間の枠組みを超えた極秘共同プロジェクトであり、電磁波研究と同じく300人委員会から承認を受けた最優先研究事項である。
The Z program is a top-secret project spanning international borders. Like electromagnetic wave research, it has been approved for top priority funding by the Committee of 300.
以後、セルンにおいて行われる他の研究のすべては、この Z プログラムの隠れ蓑として機能させることが決定された。
Henceforth, all other research performed by CERN shall function to keep the Z program's existence secret.
I guess Kurisu's reading the preface to a document. It's getting rather dull. Is there anything specific about what exactly the Z program is? Daru types on the keyboard from the side, bringing up another window.
Here. This can't be.
Kurisu bends forward and stares wide-eyed at the words on the screen. What is it?
Z プログラムでは高エネルギーの陽子衝突を用いた時空間転移実験を行う。
The purpose of the Z program is to perform time-space displacement experiments by means of high-energy proton-proton collisions.
Time-space displacement experiments. In other words... Time travel. I have to struggle to keep from shouting. I quickly run over to the window and close it. It might make it hotter inside, but it would be worse if people outside overheard us.
まさか本当だったなんて。
No way. It was true?
しかも40年近く前から世界中の科学者を欺いてきたっていうの。
You're telling me they've been deceiving the world for nearly 40 years?
俺の睨んだ通りだな。セルンの裏には巨大な影が潜んでいる。おそらく機関、あるいはそれに準ずる組織だ。
Just as I suspected, a great shadow lurks behind CERN, most likely the organization, or one of its puppets.
何が機関だ、この中二病。たまには真面目に話しなさい。
I love that she called them out on that term.
Right?
What organization, you chunibyo nut job? At least try to be serious some of the time.
バカを言うな。俺の言葉は常に真実を指しているぞ。
Don't be ridiculous. My words are always grounded in truth.
つか、機関っていうより委員会じゃね？そう書いてあったし。
Anyway, shouldn't it be the committee instead of the organization? That's what it says here.
300人委員会か。セルン評議会とはまた別のものを指してると思うけど、何を指してるのかしら。
The Committee of 300. I didn't think they mean CERN's Executive Council. What are they talking about?
Committee of 300, the Unseen Masters, a secret organization rumored to manipulate the world behind the scenes. Some believe that the many secret societies spoken of by conspiracy theorists are all merely puppets of the Committee of 300. One theory states that the Committee of 300's ultimate goal is to establish a one-world government. With the exception of the elites, the world's population will be reduced to 1 billion, and that remaining 1 billion will be enslaved.
Is this accurate, though? I feel like he just came up with this in his mind.
Yeah, I think you might be right since it has the Chunibyo up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, the system under his brain. The system is the means by which the organization maintains its grip on humanity. Its full scope is too vast to comprehend, but suffice it to say that the system gives the organization influence over government, religion, media, culture, and science worldwide. Most people do not even know that their lives are controlled by the system. It's like the Matrix. It is so deeply embedded in the fabric of society that modern civilization would not be able to function without it. Destroying the system, therefore, would plunge the world into chaos.
Dun dun dun. TOTV, 2TV, fictional. A television network based in Tokyo. TOTV airs more anime than other commercial television networks, making it a favorite among otaku. When a major news story breaks in Tokyo, most stations interrupt regular programming to deliver a special bulletin. TOTV is the exception, which has given a rise to the joke, if TOTV cuts to a special bulletin, the apocalypse is nigh.
Another Shunibyo one, true name. The name that describes one's true essence, soul name. What's your soul name?
Gremlin. What about yours?
Trash.
Aw, trashy gremlin. What a perfect coupling.
Right? Mine is always just shipping trash, yaoi trash, fangirl trash, whatever.
UPX, a major office building in Akihabara.
2D girl, a female character in an anime game or manga.
Yay, we're all cut up.
世界はあらゆる疑問で満ちている。お前たちが思っているほど美しくはないのだよ。
The world is full of lies. It is not as beautiful as you think.
話聞けよ。
I think most people miss the beauty, honestly, and only focus on the ugly.
Very true.
Listen, Ocarine.
聞いている。300人委員会こそあらゆる秘密結社、各国政府、あらゆる財閥の最上位に位置する巨大な闇だ。
I am listening. The Committee of 300 is the dark power that controls every secret society, every government, every multinational corporation.
適当言って。
You're making things up again.
事実だ。嘘だと思うならネットでググるといい。
It's the truth. Google it if you don't believe me. Do you think the internet would lie to you?
これまで人類はどれだけ繁栄しようとも時間という壁に突き当たってきた。
Until now, the human race, for all its accomplishments, has never been able to overcome the barrier called time.
その壁を突破することのできるタイムトラベル技術は人類史を大きく塗り替えるだろう。文字通りの意味でな。
Hello, Marco. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming.
Hi, Marco.
The technology of time travel, which can break through that barrier, will change the course of human history. Literally.
かつての核兵器と同じく神に等しき存在になれる禁断の果実だ。それを得たいという誘惑に抗うことのできる者はいない。
As it was when we split the atom, this forbidden fruit has the potential to grant us godlike power. Not a man exists who can resist its temptation.
当然ながら権力を持つ者はあらゆる手段を用いて手に入れようとするだろう。人としての倫理など神を目指す者たちにとっては抱きすべきざれ言だ。
And naturally, all those with power will use any means at their disposal to obtain it. Human morality is naught but a joke to those who would stand with the gods.
わかるかクリスティーナ。
Understand, Christina.
ご公説をどう思う？
Wow, that was quite a speech.
So unimpressed.
そこまでスラスラと喋れるっていうことはあんたも神を目指してるの？
Since you seem to know so much about it, does that mean you're aiming for godhood too?
I can't get over how delicate Itaru's hands look.
そんな神候補どもの打倒。
Dainty Yuri hands.
支配構造が崩壊した後の混沌だよ。
What Yoin Kyoma desires is the destruction of all who would call themselves gods, the collapse of their hateful system, and a glorious new age of chaos.
ほーいに聞いてるんじゃない。私は岡部に聞いている。
I'm not asking Hoenn. I'm asking Okabe.
俺は多いんだ。
I am Yoin.
つまり自分を持ってないってことね。
In other words, you don't have your own reason.
Damn you, assistant! How dare you attack my very identity?
そんなことよりマキセ氏、Z プログラムの続きプリーズ。
Forget about him, Makiseshi. Please keep reading. Hello, Vap. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming. Mwah. You have burgers for dinner tonight. Aw, that sounds good.
That does sound good. Hello, Vamp.
ダル、そんなこととはどういう言い草だ。
Daru, what do you mean forget about me? I thought we had something special.
オカリンの妄想より Z プログラムの方が気になるし。
I'm tired of listening to conspiracy theories. I'm more interested in the Z program than your delusions. I told you, they're not delusions! They're not theories. But Daru does have a point. Our top priority now is to expose the dark side of the International Research Organization, known as CERN.
ジョッシュ、続きを。
Continue, assistant.
頼み事するときぐらい誠意を見せろよ。
At least show respect when you're asking a favor.
Though huffing out complaints, Kurisu obediently goes back to translating.
と プログラム第一段階、大型ハドロン衝突型加速器の建設および実用化。
Stage 1. Construction and implementation of the Large Hadron Collider.
Collider, a device that accelerates charged particles in order to research the reactions that results when such particles collide. The type of particle accelerated also determines the name of the equipment. In recent years, most high-energy accelerators have been synchrotrons, ring types. Ring-type accelerators are very expensive to build, but they can perform the most effective experiments. The reason for the ring shape is that the charged particles can be sent through an electromagnetic field to bend their trajectory through the Lorentz force. The world's largest synchrotrons, other than CERN's LHC, are located in the US, the UK, and Japan.
加速器については1959年に完成した陽子シンクロトロンからの半世紀にわたるノウハウ蓄積により一定成果を得ている。
Over the past half century, beginning with the proton synchrotron, completed in 1959, particle accelerator technology has reached the point where standardized results may be obtained.
プログラム第2段階、リフターの実用化および調整。
Stage 2. Implementation and testing of lifter technology.
これにより2つ以上の人工的な局所場得意点の生成およびカーブラックホールの生成を可能とする。
The formation of more than two artificial localized singularities, as well as the formation of curved black holes, will become possible when this stage is complete.
なお、ブラックホール生成についての情報を意図的に曲解させてリークし、プログラム本来の目的について悟られぬようにすることが必要である。
In order to hide the program's true goal, it is necessary to intentionally leak misinformation regarding the formation of black holes.
プログラム第3段階、動物実験。
Stage 3. Animal experimentation.
プログラム第4段階。
Stage 4.
Ujisu stops talking. She takes a deep breath, then finally mutters angrily.
人体実験。
Human experimentation.
マジで
For real? A chill runs up my spine. I admit it. Some part of me still saw this as a game. I was elated to discover that an institution as respected as CERN was actually doing time travel research. After all, we ourselves had succeeded, whether by chance or design, in producing our own time travel phenomenon. I thought that maybe we could beat CERN to the first functional time machine design. And wouldn't that be something? But now, just like I said to Kurisu, the world is full of lies. Morals are meaningless. Was it really okay for us to get involved in this? There goes the switch.
なあオカリン、前にハッキングした時のこと覚えてるか？確か 盗み読みしたメールに書いてあったよね。
Hey, Okarin, remember when we hacked in before? I'm pretty sure that email we read said this.
実験結果エラー、ヒューマンイズデッドミスマッチ。詳細は別紙ゼリーマンズレポートをなんとかかんとか。
Result error. Human is dead. Mismatch. For details, see the Jellyman's report. Someone died.
それって人体実験となんか関係あんのかな？
Could that have something to do with human experimentation? My throat goes dry. Cold sweat seeps through my brow, and it's not because of the heat. Kurisu and Daru are waiting for me to speak. Are they entrusting the decision to me? I ask myself, is this really okay? Are you sure? There's no turning back. Dude, I'd be crying right now, honestly.
Aww.
Like, just... like, it hitting you like a brick to the face, just what you've actually been doing all this time.
Mm-hmm.
True. But can I live with myself if I ignore this conspiracy?
I'm wondering if Kurisu's death before is connected to this, you know?
Daru, look up the Jellyman's report.
マジっすか？
Really?
マジだ。ただし、クリスティーナ。
Really. But first, Christina.
Don't respond to him.
You should leave.
なんで今さら
Why are you suddenly...
ゼリーマンズレポート。嫌な予感がする。これを見たら、俺たちはもう普通の生活には戻れない。
The Jellyman's report. It just... It gives me a bad feeling. Once we see it, we can no longer return to our normal lives.
お前はその若さで、サイエンス誌に論文が載るほどの天才だ。有望な将来を捨てる必要はない。
You're a genius. You're already published, for crying out loud. There's no need to throw away your promising future.
もしかして心配してくれてる？
Are you worried about me?
当たり前だ。お前は俺の助手だからな。
Of course I am. You are my assistant, after all.
助手じゃないって言ってんだろ。
I keep telling you I'm not your assistant.
気遣ってくれてどうも。でも帰らないわよ。この事実を世界に告発しないと。
Thanks for your concern, but I'm not leaving. You need to expose this truth to the world.
ダメだ。それは危険すぎる。
No, it's too dangerous.
ビビってるのか？
You chickening out.
俺たちはこの陰謀を前にしたらあまりに無力だ。下手な行動を起こせば即。
Twin's right. Twin says Daru over here like, bruh.
Yeah, like you're not worried about me.
We're powerless against this conspiracy. One wrong move and they'll have us erased.
でもだからって。
But still.
これは遊びではない。冗談で言っているのでもない。
This isn't a game. I'm not joking here.
分かった。告発はやめる。
Fine. I won't tell anyone.
Though her expression shows she still doesn't agree, she finally submits.
でも帰らないから。 気になって眠れない。
But I'm not leaving. It'll keep me awake at night.
後悔しないな。
You won't regret this.
しない。
I won't.
She declares firmly. I don't know if it's her competitive spirit, or if it's her bravery, or if she's just ignorant to the ways of the world. But it doesn't look like I can persuade her to back down.
ダルはどうする？覚悟はできているか？
Ah, here we go. Alright, good.
Finally.
What about you, Daru? Prepared?
僕はスーパーハッカーだし。
Well, I am a super hacker. He's comfortable even in this situation.
そもそも足がつくようなヘマもしないっつうか。
And with my skills, they'll never know we were there. That settles it. It's good that Mayuri's not here. I can't get her involved.
Oh my god, watch her walk in.
I looked Daru and Kurisu in the eye.
よし。始めよう。
All right. Let's begin. Kurisu gives the seat to Daru.
なお、本作戦名はレーギャルンの箱とする。
Henceforth, this shall be known as Operation Leijan's Chest.
Was it Leijarn's chest? In Norse mythology, the gigantic chest protected by 9 locks that contains the cursed sword Levitin.
なんで北欧神話？
Why Norse mythology?
へえ、北欧神話なん？きっとかっこいいからじゃね？
Is that Norse mythology? Because it's cool, I guess.
そもそも作戦名とか言っちゃう男の人って。
Anyway, what is it with men and military terms?
ダル、作戦開始。
Daru, begin the operation. He soon finds the Jellyman's report. It required a second password authentication, which Daru broke through easily.
いい。開くぞ。
Ready? I'm opening it. Daru looks at me and Kurisu. I wet my parched lips and nod. The air in the lab suddenly seems thicker. Unable to escape through the closed window, it surrounds us with an oppressive heat. Daru whips the sweat off his forehead with a handkerchief, then timidly presses the enter key. The file opens. At first glance, it looks like a resume. There's a photograph on the top right. The top left has name, age, height, weight, and other information. In the center is a long string of English text. Underneath that, there's something attached, like a scan of a newspaper clipping with a black and white photo. And then I know. I know exactly what the Jellyman and Jellyman's report means.
ジェリーマンズレポート10。
Oh god, that looks horrifying.
Wow.
Wait, Jellyman like the bananas, right? That they get jellified?
Hmm.
Oh god. Jellyman's report 10.
Let me see. A man in wall appears in New York. It's probably gonna be weird, but just want to see. The identity of a man who made the right side of the body. It's always so funny to look at those of the body on the building in New York. 14 and was dead was discovered is uncertain on April 3, 1921.
Wow.
The whole body melts and it has jellied.
刑者ジェームス・マッカーシー31歳出身アメリカ
Subject James McCarthy, age 31, American.
Z プログラム4実験日2005年1月28日13時05分
Z program stage 4, date of experiment 2005, January 28th, T1305.
Kurisu bends over Daru's shoulder, reading the contents out loud.
実験結果エラーヒューマンイズデッドミスマッチ
Results error. Human is dead. Mismatch.
So this happened way back in 1921, or that's when they found the body anyway.
I think that's when they found. Yeah, they
Mhm.
sent him back to then. Ooh.
またそれかよ。
That again.
超重力による無限圧縮およびカーブラックホール内の特異点通過に耐えられなかったと思われる
It is believed that due to infinite compression by supergravity, the subject could not endure passage through the singularity inside the Kerr black hole.
1921年4月3日ニューヨーク14丁目にてビルの壁面に右半身が埋もれるようにして死んでいる男が発見された
April 3rd, 1921, New York City. An unidentified man was discovered dead in an alley off Union Square. The right half of his body was embedded in a nearby wall.
It sounds like Kurisu is reading the newspaper article at the end.
身元不明の男の死体は
The man's body
全身がブヨブヨのゼリー状になっていた
was completely jellified. Why does it look like he was screaming too? Ugh.
Ugh. Achievement unlocked. Interpreter rendezvous.
Damn, we're at chapter 3. God, this is crazy.
Right? Oh god. But just like the expression on his face, yeah.
Yeah.
It must have been agonizing. The ticking of the clock is like a hammer inside my head. It's past 2 a.m. The window is closed and the lab is silent, but for the humming of the computer. We stare at the gruesome image displayed on the monitor, speechless. I was right. We're in too deep. I half expect guys in black suits and sunglasses to kick down the door and drag us off to a secret military prison. Better make sure the door is locked.
So my question is, if they had animal experimentation first, what made them think they could progress to humans if I'm sure the animals were also being jellified?
That's a good question.
Fools.
We don't yet know how those went, so I mean, I feel like that would be difficult. I'm guessing since like there's no way for them to be completely sure if it actually happened with animals, because it's not like the animal could then just come forth and be like, yeah, sup, it worked. So with the animals, it was just to see if anything would happen, period.
Yeah. Jeez, poor animals.
Yep. Oh, what's going on here? Daru breaks the silence with a disbelieving whisper.
ゼリーマンってゲル化したってこと？
They jellified someone. Upon hearing the familiar word jellified, I reflexively look at the bunch of bananas placed next to the computer. There's only one banana left. We didn't have a single successful experiment today, so none of them were jellified. But I don't think it is a mere coincidence. The jellified bananas produced by the phone wave, name subject to change, and the jellified corpses produced by CERN's experiments. They seem identical in nature.
人体実験か
They're experimenting on people.
Kurisu speaks calmly, despite her grim expression. She doesn't even avert her eyes from the gruesome image.
しかも完全ではないけどタイムトラベルを成功させてるってことになるわねこれ。
And this means they've created a time machine, doesn't it? Even if it's not perfect.
I'm still in shock, so I don't quite grasp the meaning of Kurisu's words.
この新聞記事1921年のニューヨークタイムズよ。
This New York Times article is from 1921.
およそ90年前か。
90 years ago.
見て。
Look,
Kurisu points to a part of the black and white photograph, her fingers shaking slightly. Oh yeah, just give us a full front view. Oh god, the eyes!
and the teeth and
The jellified corpse of a man. She's pointing to his shoulder, which has writing on it. Perhaps it was printed on his clothes. It's fused into the jellified body, but you can somehow manage to read it.
Oh, I see it. CERN.
Oh, I don't... Where exact? Oh.
His
Oh,
shoulder,
okay.
the white part.
Yeah. Alright, I was looking... Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
That's how they knew that it was for them.
Mm-hmm.
つまりセルンは LHC を使ったタイムトラベル実験で人間を1921年へと送り込んだ
So, CERN used the LHC to send someone back to 1921. Wait, why? You know, you would think that... Well, no, I guess... I mean, people wouldn't just be like, oh, here's this weird body. Oh, this company came up like 50 years later called CERN.
Yeah, I guess they didn't really keep a tab on that or anything.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, like, who would immediately be like, ah, yes, time travel?
Right.
Yeah, they'd probably just think it's coincidence. Because that would be a logical conclusion to jump through, if anyone even remembered this to begin with.
Mm-hmm. Looks like they failed to keep him alive, though.
ゼリーマンズレポートはこれだけか。
Is this the only report?
いやまだ結構ある全部で14人分かな
No, there's more. Looks like 14 people in total.
Oh, jeez.
ゼリーマンという言葉がゲル化した人間を意味するならその数だけ人体実験の犠牲者がいる
More Jellymen. That means more jellified people. More victims of human experimentation. I swallow hard. I'm awfully thirsty. I take a cold Dr. P out of the fridge and wet my throat.
他のも見せてくれ
Show me the others. Daru pulls up another report. Without being told to, Kurisu begins translating out loud.
ゼリーマンズレポート9
Jellyman's Report 9. Is that in French now?
Yeah.
被験者ダン・ストレイスキー26歳出身カナダ
Subject Dan Straysky, age 26, Canadian.
Do you know them, Kuru?
実験日2004年9月6日14時10分
Z Program 4, date of experiment 2004-96, T1410.
実験結果エラーヒューマンイズデッドミスマッチ
Results error, human is dead, mismatch. I wonder what mismatch means.
That's a good question.
新聞 記事の切り抜きの方はこれフランス語ね。私も読めない。
The newspaper clipping. I think it's in French. I can't read it.
2001年の1月31日というのは読み取れる。
You can read the date, though. January 31st, 2001.
場所はフランスのポーかな。
The location is Pau, France, I guess.
2001. That's fairly recent. A pretty big difference from James McCarthy, who jumps nearly 90 years back to 1921. There's this show that I watched a couple episodes of that I really want to get back to. I was watching it on Netflix called Dark, and it has to do with time travel. And oh god, it was really, really good from what I watched, but also very heavy. Since a lot of the, especially since a lot of the characters that were sort of being sent back were children who now had to just readjust to living in a completely different time period.
Oh, man.
Daru calls up a machine translation, giving us the following.
We need Kudo to translate all this.
This probably very, very shaky French. Let me see. The 31st of January 2001, a cadaver of a man was found in a forest in Pau, France. That's what I think the first one says, something along those lines.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The boy's body was unique because it was embedded into a tree and the corpse had been jellified.
Are you basing it off of kind of Spanish a little?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was right in front of my freaking face. I was just looking at the January 31st, 2001. Collapsed male corpse discovered in the forest outside Pau, France. Its left foot was fused to a tree trunk, and the body had jellified.
Coco just showing off how smart she is with her translation.
No, I look like an idiot. Daru goes to the next report.
ジェリーマンズレポート8。
Jellyman's Report 8.
被験者リンダ・ヒル25歳出身イギリス。
Subject Linda Hill, age 25, British.
Z プログラム4実験日2004年2月15日13時45分。
Z Program 4, Date of Experiment 2004, February 15th. I guess time is probably T.
Yeah.
13:45.
1:45.
Yep.
実験結果エラーヒューマンイズデッドミスマッチ。
The same old thing.
1972年10月2日インドタミルナードゥー州のダルマプリの路上でゼリー状になった女性の遺体発見。
October 2nd, 1972. The jellified body of a woman was discovered on the streets of Dharmapuri in Tamil Nadu, India.
遺体は放置された後で車にひかれた跡があり下半身は損壊していた。
Oof.
Oof. There were signs that the body had been run over by a car. Hopefully she was already dead by then.
Daru goes to the next page.
ゼリーマンズレポート7。
Jellyman's Report 7. That one looks
被験
creepier.
者ミハイル・ラング33歳出身ドイツ。
Subject Michael Lang, age 33, German.
Z プログラム4実験日2002年10月8日13時28分。
Z Program 4, Date of Experiment, October 8th, 2002, 1:28 p.m.
Congrats, twin. You get a corpse for your birthday.
Oh.
実験結果エラーヒューマンイズデッド ミスマッチ。
A jelly corpse. That's more fun than a usual corpse. Results error, human is dead, mismatch.
The article clipping is written in Japanese. Looks like a pre-war newspaper. May 24th, 1936. The corpse of what is believed to be a jellified human was discovered at the base of Mount Hiei in Kyoto. It was in a damaged state, possibly from having slid down the slope.
Oh, that's why it looks weird.
It even happened in Japan. I've never heard this story before. It was pre-war, though, so I guess someone born in the 90s like me would have no way of knowing about it. Next page. The picture shows a beach. Beautiful, but for the jellyfish-like body lying on the sand. It must have been washed ashore.
Discovered the fish of Pakalu.
Living thing of mystery that flows to coast and arrives.
ゼリーマンズレポート6。
Jellyman's Report 6.
It is an object of jelly-like... It is not alive on July 1, 1985, though it is... That flows to the fellow islands, Stermoy Pass, on the island. The bizarre object and arrives looks like the adult male. The rumor that it is, and fishing person's corpse among residents on the island has gone out too.
Ugh, Google Translate, man.
マーク・ヒューズ30歳。出身アメリカ。
Subject, Mark Hughes, age 30, American.
Maze Hughes? How many times must we watch you die?
Oh.
プログラム4。実験日2002年8月23日。12時52分。
Z Program 4, date of experiment, August 23rd, 2002, 12:52 p.m.
実験結果エラー。Human is dead。ミスマッチ。
Result error, human is dead, mismatch. When is it going to say something different?
1985年7月1日、フェロー諸島ストレイモイ島の海岸に奇妙な物体が流れ着いた。
On July 1st, 1985, a strange body washed ashore on the coast of Straymoy, Faroe Islands.
Pharaoh's
Oh,
Island?
成人男性の
Pharaoh?
Pharaoh? You didn't tell us you had an island!
Rich bastard!
And, North Atlantic?
Hmm.
Oh, it's part of Denmark.
Oh. Well, I never heard of that. Maybe Kia has the island.
That would be just like him.
It appeared to be the body of an adult male, but its flesh was soft like that of a jellyfish. Some of the island's inhabitants believe that it was the body of a merman.
肩と見られる場所にはセルンという刻印があったが、セルンは関与を否定している。
The inscription CERN was found near the body's shoulder, but CERN denies any involvement. Aha!
There
Finally,
we
people
go.
started connecting it.
まだ見る？
Keep looking.
もう十分だ。
I've seen enough. There are 14 of these people.
発見場所が世界中に散らばっている。この結果からどんな解が導き出せるのかしら。
My brain. Oh my god. Why did my brain I guess I became slightly dyslexic for a second. Instead of sights, my brain thought it said like titties. Just added T's randomly.
Oh my
God.
dear. What are you thinking about?
Oh dear. I know a certain psychologist would have a field day with me. Frickin' Freud, shut up. The sites are spread throughout the world. What can we deduce from this?
その場所へ送り込もうとしたのだろう。
They must have sent them to those places.
そうは思えない。計画すぎる。
Twin says down horrendous.
I don't think so. It's too random.
カーブラックホールが得意点をどうたらってあったけど、それが原因じゃ。
There was something about black holes and gravity, right? Isn't that the cause?
超重力による無限圧縮およびカーブラックホール内の特異点通過に耐えられなかったと思われる。
It is believed that due to infinite compression by supergravity, the subject could not endure passage through the Kerr black hole's singularity.
そう書いてあった。
That's what it said.
カーブラックホールって普通のブラックホールとなんか違うん？
What's a Kerr black hole? Is it different from a regular black hole?
理論上存在を予言されているブラックホールよ。中心の特異点が回転しているという特徴がある。実在することはまだ証明されていないし、証明しようもないけど。
It's a theoretical black hole with a rotating singularity. Their existence hasn't been proven yet. Not that there's any way to prove one exists.
Kerr black hole. Where have I heard that term before?
そうか。ジョン・タイター。
That's right. John Titor. Titor said his time machine used Kerr black holes.
タイターはこう言っていた。2034年にセルンによってタイムマシン開発は成功したと。そしてタイター自身は2036年からやってきたと。
According to Titor, CERN finished their time machine in 2034, and then Titor himself came from 2036. It makes sense for Titor and CERN to be using the same time travel technology. Kurisu closes her eyes in deep thought.
カーブラックホールを作るなんて、そんなのむちゃくちゃよ。下手したら地球ごと飲み込まれかねないような行為よ。そもそもカーブラックホールは仮説であって。
Creating Kerr black holes. That's insane. If you screw up, it could swallow the Earth. And besides, Kerr black holes are just a theoretical construct.
タイターの予言は現実であり、ミューツベに出ていた LHC 実験における最悪の予想図もほぼ事実になりつつあるということだ。
If Titor's predictions are reality, then that means the LHC worst case scenario video on YouTube was right.
Mewtwo. Like Mew the Pokemon or Mew like kitties?
Probably kitties, because of all the cat memes that existed, especially during that time, the early 2000s.
Yeah, that's true. Mewtube. Fictional, a popular video sharing website with cats everywhere.
タイターの予言は知らんけど、ミュウツベで問題の動画見たことある。2、3年前に話題になってたよな。
I don't know about Titor's predictions, but I've seen the problem video before. It was on the news 2 or 3 years ago. Problem video, a CG mock-up of an LHC-generated mini black hole swallowing the Earth, went viral when it was uploaded to YouTube. Hello, ZD! Welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming. You just missed some body horror.
Yep.
ブラックホール内部は尋常じゃない重力なの。そこを通れば確かに時間移動は可能かもしれないけど、生身の人間が通り抜けられるわけがない。
It's okay, ZD. Always happy to have you.
The gravitational forces inside a black hole are unbelievably powerful. It's certainly possible that passing through one could allow time displacement, but there's no way a human can come out alive.
だからこそゼリーマン化しているというべきだろう。
That must be how these people got jellified.
ゼリーマンどころか素粒子レベルまで分解される。それがブラックホール。
Ugh. It wouldn't just jellify you. It would tear you apart, particle from particle. That's what a black hole does.
議論するよりタイムマシンについての資料を漁った方が早いんじゃね？
Before we discuss this, shouldn't we look through the rest of their time machine research? Daru's already started pulling up new documents. I'm suddenly afraid. Is it okay to keep hacking CERN like this? Should I stop him? I'm the one who asked him to do it, but things have gotten serious now. But at the same time, irresistible curiosity wells up inside me.
You know what they say about curiosity.
Killed Mewtwo? Time travel is becoming a reality. I want to know that it's true. I can't stop now.
あった Z プログラムの中にタイムトラベル理論について解説してるファイルがある。
I know he didn't say it, but it sounded like he said, "What the?"
Yeah. Here we go. There's a file in the Z program that explains time travel theory.
随分あっさり見つかるわね。セルにしては脇が甘すぎる。
That was pretty easy to find. CERN should have better security.
セルンが甘いんじゃなくて僕がすごいっつうか。
Their security's fine. I'm just too good.
ダルは俺のマイフェイバリットライトアームであり、
Daru is my favorite right arm.
Oh, you have more than one right arm. Okay. I thought he was your super hacker.
ハッカ
Hacker.
それでクリスティーナ、なんと書いてある？
So, what does it say, Christina? This is in English too, so I have no choice but to rely on my assistant.
ちょっと読む時間をくれない？
Can you give me some time to read it?
Kurisu's eyes dart left and right across the lines. Her earlier reluctance has vanished. It looks like she's as curious as I am.
嘘。これ本当に？
No way. This is...
タイターって何者なのよ？
Is Tider really?
何をブツブツ言っている？何が書かれているのか教えてくれ。
What are you muttering about? Tell me what it says.
あ、うん。
Oh, right.
なんかはめられたような気がしてならない。
You know, this feels like one big joke.
どういう意味だ？
What do you mean?
ほぼ一緒なのよ。ジョン・タイターが語った理論の内容と。
It's almost the same as Tider's theory.
ざっと説明すると、
Basically,
LHC によって陽子を高速の 99.999991% まで加速して正面衝突させるの。
the LHC smashes protons together at 99.9999991% the speed of light.
そうすると10のマイナス24乗キログラムの質量を10のマイナス19乗メートルっていうとても狭い範囲に圧縮して押し込むことができる。
By doing so, they compress a mass of 10 to the negative 24th kilograms into an extremely tiny space of 10 to the negative 19th meters.
日本語で OK 3行で
In Japanese, please. 3 lines max.
すごく狭い場所、
A small mass,
すごく小さい質量、
thrust into a narrow space,
無理やりねじ込む、
with great force. Oh, 3 lines, perfect.
That explanation's too vague.
その説明はエロすぎだろ、上皇。
What? No! Stop, Itaru!
Oh my god. He's worse than I am.
That explanation's too erotic.
は？どこがどうエロいのよ。
Huh? What part of it is erotic? Kurisu. Oh. You disgusting pervert.
橋田の変態。
Hashida, you pervert!
そういうマキセ氏もなかなかの妄想能力の高さじゃね？
Sounds like you have a pretty good imagination yourself.
一緒にすんな。
I'm not like you.
Her blushing cheeks make her denial less than effective.
アホは相手にするな、クリスティーナ。続きを。
Don't listen to this fool, Christina. Continue.
She's disgusted. Poor thing.
何の話だったっけ？
What were we talking about?
無理やりねじ込む話。
Thrusting with great force.
容姿の圧縮の話だ。
Proton compression.
その圧縮が成功するとミクロ特異点ができるんだけど。
Right. Successful compression generates a microsingularity which...
ミクロ特異点？ミニブラックホールじゃなくて？
A microsingularity, not a mini black hole.
意味はほとんど同じだ。特異点はいわばブラックホールの中心だからな。
Same thing, essentially. A singularity is the core of a black hole.
このミクロ特異点が2つあるブラックホールを作るのよ。
This process generates a black hole with 2 microsingularities.
A black hole with 2 cores. Like a cowlick with 2 hairs. No, I don't think that's it. Alright? Explain with cute girls. Okay, Itaru.
はいはい。ミクちゃんとクロちゃんでいいか？
She just goes with it. Love it. Fine. Say there are 2 cute girls, Mik-chan and Kro-chan. And we ship
Then
them?
they start making out.
Yeah.
Sisters are moe. No,
ミクちゃん
stop.
とクロちゃんは電子を与えると自由に操れるようになるのよ。
Oh no. By feeding Mik-chan and Kro-chan electrons, you can make them do whatever you want.
電気ショックで拷問か。それなんてエロゲ？
Electric shock torture. Is this some sort of eroge? You know, we can probably skip that one.
Yeah.
No, I'll read it real quick. Short for erotic games. Games with erotic content.
操作できるようになった2人を超高速回転させるの。
So you force them to rotate at an extremely high velocity.
すると理論的にミクちゃんとクロちゃんは2人とも魔法少女リング上特異点に変身する。
Oh, great. And then, theoretically, Mik-chan and Kro-chan transform into Magical Girl Ring Singularity. I'm
Fucking
a
nerd.
sucker for Magical Girl
です
stuff.
ね。わかります。
Cue stock transformation scene. Got it.
Stock transformation scene refers to the transformation sequences in Henshin Hero and Magical Girl anime. Since stock transformation scenes are used in nearly every episode, their animation is done independently in advance. As a result, the production quality is often higher than that of the rest of the anime. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that Magic Boy anime we were watching?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, it looks like these two have found a common wavelength.
これで カーブラックホール効果が生まれることになる。
The resulting black hole exhibits what's called the Kerr effect.
そもそもカーブラックホールって何ぞ？さっき回転しているって言ってたけど。
What are Kerr black holes anyway? You said they spin, but what does that mean?
そのままの意味。
Exactly what it sounds like.
でもブラックホールって普通回転してんじゃね？穴に向かって渦巻いてるじゃん。
But don't black holes usually spin? I mean, there's a whirlpool around the hole, right?
その回転しているように見える部分はブラックホールに吸い込まれつつある周囲の物質でしかない。
The part that looks like it's spinning is just the surrounding matter being sucked into the black hole.
普通のブラックホールは超質量により重力崩壊を起こした中心点があるだけ。そこに向かってあらゆるものが落ちていってるの。
A black hole is just a point where extreme mass causes gravitational collapse. Everything falls towards it.
それは点っていうぐらいだから回転はしてない。
Since it's only a point, it doesn't spin.
一方のカーブラックホールはさっき言った通り中心が点じゃなくてリング状なのよ。
A Kerr black hole has a ring at its center, not a point.
ミクちゃんとクロちゃんは普通の人間ではありえないことに魔法を少女化すると心臓が体内でぐるぐるとリング状に回転してるって考えて。
Think of it like this. Once transformed into magical girls, Meek-chan and Kro-chan's hearts spin like a ring inside their bodies, which is impossible for normal people.
グロは勘弁だお。
I'll pass on the Guro.
助手よ、お前はさっきこう言ったな。カーブラックホールは実在したとしても証明しようがないと。それはどういう意味だ？
Before, you said that such a black hole's existence would be impossible to prove. What did you mean?
ブラックホールにはイベントホライゾ
おー
ンというものがある。
Isn't that the name of a game or something?
Oh, I'm sure it is. Yeah, I've seen the term several times.
Yeah. A black hole has what's called an event horizon.
Event horizon, also known as the Schwarzschild surface. In a black hole, there exists a point beyond which even light can no longer escape the black hole's immense gravity. This boundary is called the event horizon. Because light and other electromagnetic waves are responsible for conveying information, nothing that occurs within the event horizon can be observed from the outside. The center of a black hole is black because no light can escape from it. Vap says that there's also an anime called that.
Yes, that's probably where I've seen the name.
ZD says it's a movie, and Vap says it's like Sword Art Online, but before Sword Art came out.
Ah,
この内側に入ると時間と空間の役割が入れ替わってしまうわけで。
once you pass the event horizon, time and space switch places.
時間と空間の役割が入れ替わる。
Time and space switch places?
私たちは今空間を自由に移動できるけど時間を1分過去に戻すことはできない。それが入れ替わるのよ。
Right now, we can move freely through space and into the future, but we can't move even 1 minute into the past. That becomes reversed.
Brain.
イベントホライゾンの向こ
Yeah.
う側だと空間の移動は
That's like one of those things that, like,
逆に時間を移動可能になる。
I get what they're saying, but it's just so hard to even conceive of it that my brain just locks up. Like, conceive of how you would experience that as a human.
Yeah. On the other side of the event horizon, moving freely through space becomes impossible, while moving freely through time becomes possible. Okay.
I can't even imagine what that's like. Yes, thank you,
Thank
Okabe.
空間の移動が不可能だからブラックホールからの再脱出はできないと言える。
It's funny because having played the Zero Escape series, I got used to these kind of big brain, explanations and theories and stuff. But this game, whew, it's a lot. I think once you play those games, you'll see what I mean. But for some reason, this one, maybe it's just because it's fresh for me compared to the Zero, which I had 3 games worth to wrap my head around it. This one is still a lot that my brain is trying to absorb and not fully doing so yet.
Yeah, I used to be huge into cosmology and all that jazz when I was younger. I have several books, but I've forgotten so much of it. So a lot of this is I vaguely remember some of this stuff, but then there's just some other stuff that's oh god, I don't recall this at all.
And I love time travel stuff, but I feel like a lot of times that I just like that their methods are different, that they don't explain it like this, so that it's okay, I kind of get it, but now I'm no, I don't get it at all. Since unrestricted spatial movement is impossible, you can never escape a black hole.
例えば岡部がブラックホールに突入した場合に体験するのは永遠に引き伸ばされた時間なの。
For example, if Okabe jumped into a black hole, time for him would stretch to infinity.
光が再脱出不可能ということは人の目にはどうやったってイベントホライゾンの向こう側は見ることができない。
Since light cannot escape, human eyes cannot see the other side of the event horizon.
観測も証明も不可能。
Observing a black hole from the outside is impossible, so nothing about the inside can be proven.
ただし例外もある。タイムトラベルにカーブラックホールを使う場合、この例外こそが重要なのよ。
There is an exception, however. This exception is vital when you use a curved black hole for time travel.
もったいぶらずに教えてもらおうか。
Get to the point.
The only thing I could think is if they have a way of adding light so that they can see, right?
核運動量が存在する。
The curved black hole's ring singularity. Since it's spinning, it has angular momentum.
だから日本語でオケだって。
Like I said, in Japanese, please.
中心点が回転してるってさっき説明したでしょ。その回転運動量って思えばいい。
Didn't I already explain how the core spins? Just think of that as having momentum.
ミクちゃんとクロちゃんに電子を与え続けると自由に操ることができるわけだけど。
If you keep giving Michan and Crochan electrons, they'll rotate faster and faster.
カーブラックホールの特徴は核運動量が質量を上回るとイベントホライゾンがなくなって得意点が裸の状態になること。
And when their angular momentum exceeds a certain threshold, the event horizon will disappear, and the singularity will become a naked singularity. Oh, you have to use the word naked.
Naked singularity. A singularity is usually concealed by its event horizon, which renders observation impossible. A naked singularity is a singularity whose event horizon has been removed. It can therefore be observed and even traveled through. Oh, I was literally just going to ask, so is this just a theoretical thing, or are there some other aspects in which we have been able to actually perform this? But no, the existence of naked singularities is purely theoretical.
So then it's the event horizon is what was preventing us from being able to see or whatever.
裸だと
See, I knew he was going to react to that.
露出度高えというわけですな。これアニメ化まだ
Naked? You mean the magical girl costumes expose a lot of skin, right? When does the anime adaptation air? Kurisu and I ignore Daru's nonsense.
The roles have reversed. How is it that Okabe is making sense and Daru is the crazy one?
Right. Naked. You mean it becomes observable?
イベントホライゾンがなくなることで時間と空間の役割が入れ替わる必要はなくなった。裸の得意点に向けてその入れ替わりを回避して突入できるようになる。
ZD's just like Daru ... Embarrassing.
Yep. When the event horizon disappears, there's no more reason for time and space to change places, meaning that you can enter a naked singularity without being trapped.
そして裸の得意点の存在は一般相対性理論と因果律を破綻させるわ。
And then the existence of the naked singularity allows the principle of causality to be violated and the general theory of relativity to fail.
宇宙の法則が乱れるのよ。
The laws of physics are broken.
そんなもの存在できるのか。
Can such a thing exist? The negation of the theory of relativity and the principle of causality means serious paradoxes can occur. Didn't Kurisu say that earlier?
これまでも存在する可能性は高いと予測されていた。矛盾するようだけど証明はされてる。
Nothing in principle stops car black holes from existing. It seems inconsistent, but the math never lies.
因果律が破綻してるわけだから、その裸の得意点に突入すれば過去へ遡ることができる。
Since the principle of causality fails, it would be possible to travel to the past by entering a naked singularity.
John Titor said the same thing. So Titor's time machine is using CERN's technology. But Titor's time machine was compact, small enough to fit into a car. The LHC is 27 kilometers long, but they managed to get it down to travel size in just 24 years.
わからないのは得意点に電子を注入する部分ね。
One thing I don't understand is how they inject electrons into the singularity.
見て、この LHC の写真だけど、陽子衝突地点に妙な機器が設置されてる。
Look, this is a picture of the LHC, but there's strange equipment installed at the proton collision site.
リフターっていう名前で呼ばれてるみたいだけど、一体何のことだか。
It looks like they call it a lifter, but just what is it?
ダル、聞いたことは？
Daru, have you heard of it?
リフター。さっきの Z プログラムにもちらっと出てきたよな。ググってみる？
Lifter. I think I saw that in the Z program files. Wanna Google it? Daru opens up a browser window and enters Lifter into a search engine.
There could be so many things up for that, though.
Yeah, such a general term. We've got hits. Yep, about 422,000 results.
こんなに？機密でも何でもないのかな？
That many. I guess it's not a secret. No, Kurisu, think about it. Lifter, someone who has weightlifting, you know, or like an elevator is technically like a lifter,
Yeah.
you know?
Or like just one of those machines that they use in warehouses to move around different products.
Exactly. Like, it's too broad of a term.
イオンクラフト。
Could this be it? I own no craft.
イオン、つまり電荷を持った原子や分子のことね。意味としては一致する。
Ions are charged particles. The meaning matches.
We click on a link that says Ionocraft Lifter. It takes us to a video. Looks like some dim garage. But it doesn't seem like anything secretive. Just a garage like you'd see in an average American home. At the center of the screen is a triangular shape made of some kind of metal. It looks about 10 centimeters high and about 30 centimeters wide. Marco says, Coco, your lifter, parentheses, forklift certified. Yes, I am. It's connected to some sort of generator by a thin wire. Looks like some really cheap equipment. That's all there is. Nothing else. After explaining something in some language I don't understand, Russian maybe? The person filming the video slowly turns the power on. And then... it's floating. The silvery triangle floats soundlessly into the air.
That's creepy.
Then it remains stationary. You know what? I wanna Google. I wanna look on YouTube.
I was just wondering, is this real?
Ionocraft lifter. Oh my god. Huh. So I'm getting a couple videos, but I want to see if there's anything that... oh my god, yes!
It's real?
Let me... let me see, how long is this? I'll just put this in the chat, but... yeah, I looked at the thumbnail and it looked similar to what they have there.
Holy crap, it exists!
And I'll DM it to you.
Okay, thank you.
Like it's... yeah, That's an anti-gravity device.
そんなのあるわけない。あったら世紀の大発見よ。
Don't be ridiculous. That would be the breakthrough of the century. Maybe we could get floating cars one day?
I'm just surprised that it's like so specifically this.
Yeah, I wonder why it has to be triangular. It's called an ionocraft, so it probably has something to do with electrodes and charged air.
Kurisu doesn't sound as confident as she usually does. No, it's not about that, Marco. I'm just... this specific model. Because it looks so strange to me. We look up information on the Ionocraft lifter. Lots of sites have detailed instructions on how to make lifters, but I don't know how they work since the sites all give conflicting theories.
そのリフターにセルンが目をつけた。そしてタイムトラベルに必要な装置として組み込んでいる。
CERN is using this lifter's technology. It's a vital component of their time machine.
ミクロ特異点の質量や重力場を操作できるとなれば、やはりこれは反重力装置ということだろう。
If they can manipulate a microsingularity's mass and gravitational field, then these things really are anti-gravity devices.
まあ、そういう限定的条件に当てはめるなら間違いじゃないかもしれないけど。
Well, under those exact conditions, I guess you might not be entirely wrong.
Incredible. My curiosity is growing more by the second.
でも、セルンはこのリフターの調整に苦労してるみたいね。
But it looks like CERN's having trouble adjusting their lifter.
ミクロ特異点の重力調整がうまくできていない。だから、完全な裸の特異点を作れていない。
They don't have full control over the microsingularity's gravity, so they can't make a true naked singularity.
そのせいで被験者がゼリーマンになっていると見るべきだな。
That must be the reason why the subjects turned into jellymen. Kurisu nods.
裸の得意点が作れていないなら、つまり被験者はブラックホールに放り込まれるのと同じだから、突入するだけで凄まじい質量によって押しつぶされるに決まってる。
Since the singularity is still closed, the subject is crushed by its tremendous gravity.
その結果、あらゆる物質がフラクタル構造になってしまったという仮説を提示してみる。実際はどうなってるのかさっぱり。調べるだけで何ヶ月もかかりそう。
As a result, substances become fractalized. Let's go with that hypothesis. Of course, there's no way to be sure that it's right. It might take months to prove.
Kurisu shrugs her shoulders in resignation.
リフターはまだ未完成か。
So, CERN's lifter is still incomplete. If Titer is telling the truth, then CERN won't complete their time machine for another 24 years.
つまり、俺たちが先に電話レンジカッコ仮を完成させれば、セルンを出し抜くことも可能というわけだ。
If we can complete the phone wave name subject change first, then we'll have outwitted CERN.
規模が全然違う。それにセルンでさえ完成させていないのに、あんたにできるわけないでしょ。
That's generous, Kurisu. I don't think you even have 1/millionth the equipment or funding CERN does.
Yep. We don't have half or a millionth the equipment or funding CERN does. What makes you think you can solve a problem that they can't?
これは簡単に解決できる問題じゃない。
This isn't that simple.
そもそも時間移動調整や時間跳躍後の場所指定の問題もセルンは解決できてないし。
CERN still hasn't figured out how to set the subject's destination in time or space.
ジェリーマンの発見時期や発見場所がバラバラなのも納得だわ。
That should be evident by how scattered the Jellyman discoveries were.
例えば地の底とか宇宙空間とかに放り出されたゼリーマンもいるかもしれない。見つかってるゼリーマン以外にもね。というかその可能性は限りなく 100% に近い。
We don't even know if this is all of them. There could be Jellymen buried underground or floating in space. Actually, I'm almost certain there are.
Well, that's a terrifying
地球から
thought.
何万キロも離れた宇宙空間に放り出されたらタイムトラベルしても無意味。全く実用的じゃないわ。
There's no point traveling through time if you end up in tens of thousands of kilometers away from the Earth. It's not practical at all.
可変重力ロックシステムというようなものがあるとタイターは言っていた。それによって地球の重力を捉え、必ず地球がある場所に到着できるようになる。
Titer said he had a variable gravity lock system. He can use that to lock onto the Earth's gravity and ensure he arrives somewhere on the planet's surface.
タイタンの説明はその点については曖昧だわ。
Titer's explanation on that point was vague.
そういう機会があるというだけじゃ説明にはならない。
He mentioned having such a device, but he didn't explain how it worked.
でも時間移動したら同じ場所に出るだけじゃないの？
But if you're only moving through time, won't you just arrive in the same location?
出るわけないでしょ。
Of course not.
なんで？
Why not?
地球は常に動き続けているからだ。
Because the Earth is always moving.
And I think that's something most time travel stuff doesn't take into consideration.
Nope.
They just mention time, they don't mention the space part. Right, rotation and revolution.
地球の自転速度は時速にしてだいたい1650キロ。
Oh, welcome back, twin. Where did you leave off?
The Earth's rotational velocity is about 1,650 kilometers per hour.
公転速度は時速で考えるとおよそ11万4000キロ。
Its orbital velocity around the Sun is about 114,000 kilometers per hour.
1時間前にいた座標から私たちはそれだけ離れることになる。
Meaning 1 hour ago, we were that far away from where we are now.
むほー、そう考えると僕たちってテラハヤス。
Whoa, when you think about it like that, we're earth-shatteringly fast.
それだけじゃない。
And that's not all.
Oh. So the TLDR of that is that Kurisu was trying to explain the difference between black holes and Kara black holes, and essentially one of the biggest blocks, I guess you could say, is that we're not actually able to observe what is happening in a black hole. And so in order to be able to know that, you would need to charge the core of the black holes enough that essentially it would just make things inside visible. And we found out that CERN is able to do this somehow, but they're still missing a piece of technology that will allow them to successfully conduct or rather allow them to do this so that they could observe Kerr black holes, which would lead for them to be able to complete a time machine. I probably didn't get all the details there, but it was a lot.
Yeah.
地球を含む太陽系はミルキーウェイに属している。ミルキーウェイは渦を巻いているところからわかる通り回転してるのよ。
The solar system is part of the Milky Way, and the Milky Way spins like a giant whirlpool. God, when I was little, I don't know why I used to say the Milky Way was my father.
Oh?
Yeah, weird. I was a weird kid.
Child of the
But because
cosmos.
I didn't have a dad. I didn't have a dad, so I was just like, yeah, I want the Milky Way to be my dad.
Aw, that's cute.
There are various theories, but basically the Earth moves about 50 million kilometers a day.
How can she roll all those numbers so smoothly off her tongue? I get that she's a genius, but it's hardly common knowledge. Has she been doing research on the topic? Well, most likely, considering what happened with her father.
Mm-hmm.
なんかもうスケールが途方もないぞな。
We've kind of gotten to a ludicrous scale.
ついでに言うと、ミルキーウェイを含む複数の銀河で銀河群が形成されているし、さらに上のグループとして超銀河団っていうのもある。
By the way, the Milky Way is part of a large cluster of galaxies, which is itself part of an even larger supercluster.
それらの銀河群も超銀河団も動いているかもしれないわけ。そうなるとさらに飛躍的に私たちの移動距離は伸びる。
And these clusters and superclusters might be moving too. If that's the case, we're moving even more than 50 million kilometers a day.
いずれにせよ、ほんの1秒前に飛ぼうとするだけでも膨大な局所場指定の計算が
That's
必
like
要になる。
30 million miles?
That's a lot of fathers. That reminds me, there was a song in a show that I got Coco into called Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, where they were pretty much singing about their bad parents and stuff, and then they ended up going from like, oh yeah, and our fathers suck because their fathers suck, and their fathers were messed up by the Big Bang. They were like blaming it on the Big Bang and all this other stuff. I was like, damn, they went big. The point is that setting the destination would require insane calculations, even if you only want to travel 1 second into the past.
Oh god, what is it that said, the Big Bang happened and everyone agrees that this was a mistake?
Uh-huh. I think that's what they were going with. They're trying to say that we were like an accidental child born from the Big Bang.
Wait, but I'm thinking of something. Oh, Douglas Adams. I should have figured. The story so far in the beginning, the universe was created. This has made a lot of people very angry and has been widely regarded as a bad move. Sorry, did you read this line? Didn't catch it if you did.
Yes, I did.
手動じゃ無理だし
Oh,
同じ場所に移動しようと思ったらスパコンで計算したって解が出るまでに何年かかるか
Have you bought Phantasm's debut single, yeah? It's the theme song for Right at Kakadu, so it's really popular. Ferris bought 5 copies, yeah? It's my duty as a Rhinetter. Anyway, there's an important secret hidden in Phantasm's songs. The key to unlocking it is... Oops. The bell's ringing, yeah? Looks like someone's here. Better see who it is.
Ferris, we're busy. We're in the middle of talking about some huge shit, and you're talking about some boy band idol group song.
that band's vocalist. I feel strong resonance from her.
Can you imagine how mad Kurisu would be if she saw him talking
Right.
about that right now?
Is this another part of Operation Stupidify Humanity? Explain. I'm aware. They said to contain directions to the sanctuary, as well as prophecies regarding the end of the world. Isn't that right?
I don't even know, man. It's just so... It came out of nowhere. I'm like, what?
We could also ignore it.
Oh, what? Let's do it. Let's ignore her.
Alrighty.
Make her super mad. Like, so she's like, yeah, how dare you ignore me? Yeah. In real life, I would feel so bad to ignore someone like that.
I wonder
Doing
if we
it
can
by
respond
hand.
later.
Oh, maybe. Doing it by hand is impossible, and it might take years for a supercomputer to come up with a solution just to get you to that same location.
ならば仕方あるまい。ダイターを探し出し、その可変重力システムを借りようではないか。
Then we have no choice. We need to find Titor and borrow his variable gravity system.
それは明暗ねせいぜい頑張って
Great idea. Go for it.
この問題についてセルンはどうしようとしてるのかな
I wonder how CERN is dealing with this problem. So what is Okabe and them's goal then? If they're not gonna rat out CERN publicly because it's dangerous, I know he said he wanted to like beat them to it with the phone wave, but then what? How are they gonna put a stop to CERN or what?
I think at this point, Okabe is just so caught up in the idea of being the one to beat them. Like, I don't think it's even a thing like where he wants to announce it to the world, just like a self-satisfaction sort of thing, and he isn't really thinking in the long term.
Yeah, that would be him. Oh, you think ignoring the message about the boy band is gonna give us a bad ending?
That would be hilarious.
That would be.
After blowing me off, Kurisu goes back to reading CERN's documents. Daru and I aren't good with English, so there's nothing we can do but let her work. Dawn breaks. You stayed up all night again. Fighting drowsiness, I refill my mug with instant coffee. I've already lost count on how many I've had.
You're gonna have a heart attack, bro.
岡部
Kurisu hands her mug to me without looking away from the computer. Yes. Make
He's
him
the
your
real
gopher.
assistant.
I guess she expects me to refill it. Since when did I become her maid? She should ask Mayuri for stuff like this. Mayuri's a professional maid after all.
She's not even here, bro. Leave her alone.
That said, Kurisu's the one reading CERN's documents right now. Daru and I can manage if we use translation software, but we're nowhere near as efficient as she is. Well, it's not exactly what I had in mind when I said I wanted to borrow her knowledge. It just goes to show that I was right to make her a lab mem. She's an asset to the lab. For now, at least, I should try not to upset her. I silently take the mug from Kurisu, dump in the powdered coffee, and pour in hot water from the pot. 2 packets of sugar, no milk. Kurisu has already requested it the same way 5 times today. Jesus!
Damn, my
Oh,
heart was like about to burst.
Yes! I mix it well and bring it over to Kurisu. She doesn't immediately realize I'm standing behind her, so I hold the mug in front of her face. Kurisu takes it without turning.
ありがとう。
Thanks. Damn it, now I want coffee.
Same. Her eyes never leave the screen. She's completely absorbed in CERN's research. Even though she was adamant when she called them traitors to scientists everywhere, she's not above picking their brains. But I understand how she feels. I'm itching to know more myself. Oh god, the bird sounds are annoying me.
Sound too similar to real life, like they're right outside my window.
Mm-hmm. Daru is fast asleep on the sofa.
Finally, let him rest.
His snoring is quite loud. Furthermore, it sounds like he has sleep apnea.
Oh, the struggle is real.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. I'm surprised Kurisu has been able to ignore it. Is she just that focused? Some looby?
Luby, what?
Twin said about to get me some looby? Lubai? What is that?
I don't know.
I decide to watch some TV. As always, the news channels are all covering the Radicon satellite crash.
人工衛星墜落から5日が経過した秋葉原ですが、夏休みシーズンに入ったということもあり、放置されたままの人工衛星を一目見ようと多くの人が詰めかけています。
Oh, was I the reporter?
I can't recall.
5 days have passed since the satellite crash, and with the start of summer vacation season, crowds are gathering to get a glimpse of the satellite, which still has not been removed. Like on the top it says, satellite crash, Akiba in uproar.
I came from Nagoya. I wanted to see it.
埼玉から車で。すごいですね。あれ一体どこの人工衛星なんですかね。
Wait, Saitama is a place? It's not just One Punch Man? I drove all the way from Saitama. It's amazing. Where did that thing come from?
Yay, I'm a high school girl from Chiba!
It was a weird thing for her to say, and she sounded kind of like foreign.
Part-time warrior.
Hungry. I'm so hungry. I had to skip breakfast again today. I don't have much money on hand. Are there any good places to find insects or weeds around here? I can get by using my survivor skills if I have to.
Wait, weeds? What kind of weeds?
You eat insects. Hardcore. What kind of childhood did you have?
I'm more interested on the second one. It took me a minute to be like, who's part-time warrior? And then I remembered.
I want to. Alright, yeah, so it definitely, after a point, you're not able to respond anymore. I figured, but good to know for sure.
Yeah, we've ignored you.
Bad end.
Tourists from all over Japan are flocking to this location.
一方、今日未明、NASA アメリカ航空宇宙局のスポークスマンマイケル・バーンズは会見で
In an interview earlier today, Michael Byrne, spokesman for NASA, stated,
日本に人工衛星が墜落した事実はないと語り、墜落した物体が人工衛星以外の物体であることを示唆しました。
that no satellite had crashed into Japan, and that the crashed object was, in fact, not even a satellite.
警察によりますと、墜落した人工衛星については現在調査中であり、撤去する時期のめどは立っていないとのことです。
The satellite is currently under police investigation. No date for removal has been set. They keep calling it satellite then.
Is it really under investigation? This could be another plot by the organi-
てってるー、おはよう。あれ、こんにちはかな。
Good morning. Oh, wait, should I say good afternoon?
The door unlocks from outside and Mayuri comes in. She has a convenience store bag in hand.
Tell me you did not bring them more bananas.
There are various food items inside, but it doesn't look like they're for us.
うわー、なんかね、ズズーンっていう重い空気が漂ってるよ。
Ooh, the air in here is so thick.
Ah, Twin says it's a cafeteria-like restaurant. Okay.
Oh.
The three of us probably look pretty haggard since we stayed up all night. But it's hard to put on a bright smile now that I know about CERN.
空気入れ替えるね。
I'll refresh the air.
Mayuri opens the window wide. The sky is so blue it hurts my eyes. Large clouds listlessly drift on the wind. It truly is a refreshing sight. Mayuri's appearance makes Daru get up with a grimace. Kurisu also finally moves away from the computer, sipping her hot coffee while rubbing her eyes. I glance at the clock, then go to the center of the room and call for attention.
いい機会だ。ラボメンが全員集合したところだし、久々に円卓会議を開こうと思う。
Since all lab members are present and accounted for, this is the perfect opportunity to hold another round table conference.
円卓会議？
Roundabout confluence?
なんぞそれ。
What's that?
ラボメンによる報告会。ミーティングだ。
A meeting of lab mems.
そんなのこれまでにやったことあったっけ？
Have we ever done that before?
そもそも円卓なんてどこにあるのよ。
You even have a round table.
実物はない。だが、我らラボメンの心の中にはある。そうだろ？
Not physically, however, if it exists in the hearts of all lab mems. Am I mistaken?
そうだろ？じゃなかろうが。勝手に人の心の中に変なもの持たせないで。
Yes, you're mistaken. Don't go sticking things in people's hearts.
マユシーにもあるかな？
Is there one in Mayushi too?
ああ、あるさ。
Of course there is.
そっか。よかった。でも、円卓って何？
Oh, that's good.
But what's a roundable?
てかなんで円卓？アーサー王？
And why a round table? You King Arthur.
そもそも私はラボメンといっても期間限定だし。
I'm only a temporary lab mem anyway.
These people whine about every little thing.
とにかく円卓会議だ。マイリは昨日の夜はいなかったので、ひとまず今の俺たちの置かれた状況を教えておく。
He looks so weird. He does. He's so skinny too.
Yeah, I can't get over every time I see him. I'm like, not matching what I imagined.
Anyway, it's a round table conference. Mayuri wasn't here last night, so first, let's explain the situation to her.
She looks so cute though.
She does. I tell Mayuri about everything we discovered in her absence. About how CERN is making a time machine. About Jellymen. About how Men in Black might be coming to erase us for what we know.
悪いことは良くないよって言ったのに。
I told you you shouldn't do bad things.
悪いだと？俺たちが？何をバカな。
Bad, you say? We're bad? Absurd.
それを言うならばセルンの方がよほど悪。世界だけでは飽き足らず、時空までも手に入れようと企んでいる連中だ。
If we're bad, then CERN is even worse. They aren't satisfied with ruling the world. Now they want to get their hands on space-time itself.
同意するわ。
I agree.
For some reason, Kurisu backs me up.
セルンのやってることは社会的にも人間的にも、そして研究者としても許されることじゃない。
What CERN is doing is unforgivable. They're traitors to humanity, to society, and to science.
そうだけど。
I guess.
She doesn't sound convinced. I didn't want to get Mayuri involved, but she's surprisingly perceptive. She'd find out even if we kept it a secret, so it's better to just tell her.
いずれにせよこれで我がラボとセルンとラグナロックは避けられなくなった。
Anyway, Ragnarok can no longer be averted. The final battle of CERN is near. A large part of me is still afraid, but we've come too far to turn back now. And we can't unlearn what we know.
ラグナロック？
Ragnarok.
また北欧神話か。
Norse mythology again.
クリスティーナ、お前にはセルン調査について命じていたな。何か新たに分かったことは？
Christina, I ordered you to investigate CERN. What have you learned?
命じられた覚えはないけどね。
I don't remember being ordered, but whatever.
セルンがタイムトラベルにおいて抱えている問題点は2つ。
There are two problems CERN faces with time travel.
1つは電子注入装置リフターの調整。
First is the electron injection device, also known as lifter.
これがうまく機能しないとカーブラックホールの特異点を裸にできない。
Unless they get it to function properly, they can't make the Kerr black hole singularities naked.
この状態で特異点を通過しようとすれば、超重力によって被験者はミクロレベルまで圧縮されてしまう。当然無事ではいられないわ。
If you send a test subject through the singularity in its current state, the supergravity compresses them to the micro level. Naturally, there's no way to survive.
それとタイムトラベル先の局所場指定ができないことが2点目。 得意点を抜けてどこへ出るかの指定ができない。
The second problem is that they can't specify a physical destination. They can't choose where they end up after traveling to the past.
だから各地で見つかっている14人のゼリーマンはむしろ運がいい方だったと言うべき。
That's why I'd say the 14 found jellymen were the lucky ones.
人体実験は2001年から100回以上行われていた。つまり残りの80人以上はどこへ飛ばされたのかすら確認できていないということ。
Damn, that's a lot.
Jesus Christ.
Over 100 human experiments have been performed since 2001. The remaining 80 or so people ended up somewhere they can't be found.
なんで確認できないの？
Why can't they be found?
まあゆうし、そんなことも知らんの？地球は常に動いてるんだよ。自転速度は時速にして1500キロ、公転速度は11万4000キロで。
Didn't you know, Mayushi? The world is constantly moving. Its rotational speed is 1,500 kilometers per hour, and its orbital speed is 114,000 kilometers per hour. Daru's tone is thus authoritative, but he's just relaying what he heard from Kurisu last night.
セルンはその2点について解を模索してるみたいだけどうまくいってないみたい。
CERN has been looking for solutions, but it's not going well.
So even CERN is having difficulties.
それで助手よ。セルンのタイムマシンから電話レンジカッコ仮のヒントになるようなものは見つかったか？
Now then, have you learned anything that could help us complete the phone wave, name subject to change?
ヒントね。
Kurisu stares at the ceiling in thought.
そもそも LHC は世界一巨大な電子レンジなんて異名もあるぐらいだけど。
Well, I suppose you could call the LHC the world's largest microwave oven.
そうか。つまり電話レンジカッコ仮は LHC の縮小版ということだな。
Of course! In other words, the phone wave name subject to change is a miniature LHC.
あながち間違ってないかもね。
You might be onto something there.
I was sure she'd deny it. In fact, I thought she'd yell at me. But instead she agreed with me. Throws me off a little.
もっとも電話レンジはわからないことが多すぎる。なんでセルンのタイムマシンと同じような現象をあの小さな電子レンジで起こせるのか。
However, there are too many things we don't know about the phone wave. Why do the same phenomena that occur in CERN's time machine also occur in that tiny little microwave?
LHC と違ってこれはタイムトラベルのために作られたものじゃないのよ。
Unlike the LHC, this thing wasn't made for time travel.
マユシーの唐揚げを温めるためのものだよね。
It was made to warm Mayushi's chicken.
そうね。
Oh, well, yeah.
少なくともゼリーマンという現象が電話レンジカッコ仮でも起きているのだが、マユリのバナナはカーブラックホールのリング上得意点に到達していると考えるべきだ。
Since the Jellyman phenomenon occurs with the phone wave name subject to change, Mayuri's bananas must be reaching the Care black hole's ring singularity.
ブラックホールができてるの？ここに？
It makes a black hole? Here?
吸い込まれないかな？
Aww.
It won't suck us in, will it? Oh.
If it sucked us in, we'd become Jellymen too.
でも放電現象の仕組みや発生条件が解明できてない。
But with
Oh,
that,
you gotta stop here?
yep. I don't know how long this scene will go on, so unfortunate, but I get the feeling it's gonna go on for a while, so we'll probably
Yeah.
need to call it here.
Okie dokie.
Well, thank you so much for joining me, dear, and thank you to everyone who came on by to watch us. Always fun to have you folks with us.
Very true, and thank you for having me as always.
Of course. Well then, I hope that everyone has a lovely time zone. I might be on later over on Twitch with some more Final Fantasy XIV. So if that interests you, yeah, just keep an eye out for the Twitter. Hope that you all have a lovely time zone wherever you are. Toodaloo-hoo!
Bye bye.